Well, welcome to Rick's RC Flying, and this is episode 5 of the PL-12 AirTruk fuselage build, and we'll take a brief look on how it's coming along. Well, this is the beginning of it with the major bulkheads and longerons installed. There we can see just another view, and yes, the one bulkhead is placed at an angle. Here we have the attachment point for the nose wheel. It's 6mm plywood, and it's made rather strong to handle the stresses. Due to the short nose and CG demands, there's going to be quite a bit of weight up front. There we have aluminum reinforcing for the lower wing dowel attachment points. And the nose wheel assembly is a Robart landing gear, and there you can see the servo, and has a really nice short coupling, so that should work very well. And there's just a quick view of the inventory of parts that are starting to accumulate. And the fuselage now has the rear sides installed, which has the rear door and some windows. And here we can see some of the progress made. Where the green tape is actually where the ESC is going to be attached. And there's some of the progress that's being made on the fuselage, the top with the strips of wood being installed. And also the forward areas, an opening for the motor compartment and where the batteries will be placed. And here's a trial fitting of the ribs that were placed, plywood ribs in the wing root area, just checking the fitting. And there's the wing tubes. It's interesting, it has one near the trailing edge as well. There we have the wings attached, and one would think it's a biplane, but actually it's a sesquiplane, and that's because the bottom wing is less than half the area of the top wing. So now construction begins of the upper portion of the fuselage. You can see 2 bulkheads installed. There you can see a piece of cardboard. That's actually where the hopper system is going to be. Quite often I'll use cardboard as templates and for planning purposes instead of cutting it out of wood and then finding out it's not going to work. So it could save yourself some wood if you use cardboard for planning purposes. And there's the forward part of the cabin where the cockpit will be. And the airplane will be receiving a full cockpit. And there's an instrument panel, forward cockpit area panel was installed. The upper turtle deck is covered with strips of wood. You could use a solid block and hollow it out if you desired. So the upper cabin is slowly getting enclosed. Strips of wood were used in the forward area. Due to the thickness, I was unable to bend it. Again, the whole idea was to maintain a certain level of strength there. Here's a tool I use to make piano hinges. I'll be featuring an episode on this in the future. And the piano hinge was used here for the cockpit door. The bolts that are holding the door is just temporary. I'll be using a different style. There you can see some more cardboard templates that have been used. And now the front area is being filled with a bit of filler and smoothed out. Door fitting was realigned and checked. Windows installed, which are actually placed in frames. Here is the diffuser and the chute system for the crop dusting. Material from the hopper gets separated and goes down 2 separate chutes. This is the upper hopper area now being framed in. Here we have now where the hopper system has been completed. It's fully enclosed and exits down just above the diffuser chamber. And here you can see the 2 separate chutes at the bottom of the airplane. Here's the opening at the top of the fuselage as per the real airplane, and that's how the crop dusting material is loaded. Here's a view from top to bottom. So the entire system gets filled with the material and of course is held in place by an operational door at the bottom, which will meter the disbursement of the material. Now you can see the upper rear section is enclosed and it has even its own set of windows. Now that area had to be painted and finished before actually attaching it to the upper portion of the fuselage. There is a floor in the upper area with an opening where the windows are. Had I assembled it ahead of time, it would have been almost impossible to get a really nice interior finish. So that was something that had to be taken care of. Thank you for watching the video, and if you liked it, please hit like and or subscribe. Be sure to check out the future videos of the PL12 build. Thank you, and we'll see you soon.